All right, we're actually talking theater, and we always love saluting the little ones that maybe you haven't heard of. In 2 years, the Palante Theater in Waterbury has done some great work, and coming up next week, they've got their premiere of, it's a world premiere of World Classic. Did you get all that? We'll talk to them more about it. Happy to have actors Fiora Rodriguez and Joel Roman with us. Nice to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you.
Is, we were talking, we always kind of prep and do a little research, and we were just talking about how hard it is and how admirable it is to be actors in this day and age. And so, kudos to you, especially when you do.
Thank you.
When these little theaters like Palante, I mean, they really are a great haven for developing your craft, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Let's talk about this show, World Classic, because it is a celebration, I would say, but also a good interpretation of what's going on in a typical, or you tell me atypical, Puerto Rican household.
Very typical. Yes. At least my family.
Yes.
Okay. Tell us about the show.
Well, this show is about a family, a Puerto Rican family called the Mercado family, preparing for a party, the World Classic 2007, where Puerto Rico plays the United States in a baseball game. And while they're preparing for this party, trauma comes, mental health comes, all these things happen, and the family starts unleashing on my character, Papo.
Just over who's going to win the ball game?
No. Oh, no.
Family dysfunction, dealing with loss and grief.
We'll
Yes.
get back to your character in a second, because you're kind of at the center, the catalyst of all this. Tell us about your character.
I play Miriam, the elder, bitter sister that has a lot of problems with her dad.
Starting to describe my family there, if you're, forget yours.
Yeah, I'm barely acting.
Yeah.
To be honest.
That's great. Your character, Papa, right at the center, but he's
Right
kind
in
of
the center.
How is he causing trouble?
Well, the thing is, he grew up right as a dreamer. He wanted to be a big baseball star, but when he had a family, he had to settle for a regular job. So that took a lot of mental health out of him and trauma, especially when he pushed his goals and dreams on his kid. So by doing that, he neglected his family.
Yeah, that's tough in any family. I mean, we don't want to just center this on as we said, a typical Puerto Rican family, because when you have dreams growing up and then you realize the responsibilities of life kind of overtake them a little bit, but you still have to raise and love a family, and that's kind of tested a little bit here, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. In terms of the show, what do you hope folks will take away from this?
Oh, that's such a good question.
Well, that's why they pay me,
Well, I hope they get the message of that it is possible to dream, that you can build an extraordinary
There's a
life.
balance.
Yeah. Even just because you have a family don't mean you have to give up on your dreams. And the message is pretty much continue to love your loved ones as you chase your dreams and goals in life. Don't neglect those in your circle being so ambitious.
Even if you're a little bitter at the younger siblings.
Sure. And also, I think it represents a lot of different families. So I think there might be families out there watching this being like, okay, it's not just me that lives a life.
Right, and like I said, I mean, I come from a very typical Jewish upbringing, and I'll tell you, I'm hearing everything that you just said. Show's premiering next Friday night. That's over at the Palante Theater in Waterbury. There's the information. Running 2 weeks. Tickets are $25 if you want to learn a lesson, or if you're hearing this going, well, that's like my family. Let's see them do it better on stage. Then this is definitely the show for you. We were laughing before we throw it back to the newsroom that we discovered that we went that Fiora and I went to.
Rival high schools.
And we were like, wow, all the way down in Florida. Now, clearly you could tell which one of us is younger than the other one, but still, the rivalry is there. So there you go.
No rivalry.
Well, nice to have you,
Thank you so
and
much for having
break a
us.
leg next week.
Thank you so much.
All right.